Prime Minister and Minister for Finance, Dr. Jean Leon, President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Ambassador Francine Barron, Chief Executive Officer for CRID, Ms. Missy Henderson, Permanent Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister, Dr. Shelton Nichols, Senior Advisor to the President of the CDB, Ms. Boston, Acting Manager of the WASCO, Mr. Magnus Williams, Project Manager, the media, listening and viewing public. Good morning. Welcome to this press conference as we update the nation on the visit of the new President of the Caribbean Development Bank, as well as the recently approved projects by the Board of the Caribbean Development Bank. We welcome in particular the delegation from the CDB, including the President, on the occasion of his first visit to Dominica. I welcome him now to the podium to deliver a few words. So, you'll speak first? Okay, well, I welcome the Honorable Prime Minister to speak first, and then Dr. Leon.
Thank you very much, FS. Let me, first of all, recognize and greet our President, the President of the Caribbean Development Bank, Dr. Jean Leon, and of course his advisor, and FS, and Ambassador Barron, and the Acting Manager of the WASCO, and of course the PS in the Office of the Prime Minister. As you know, our President is visiting us for his first time. He is the 6th President of the Caribbean Development Bank. Dr. Leon is a St. Lucian national and was elected in January 19, 2021 for a 5-year term and assumed office on May 4, 2021. He brings to the position a wealth of experience, having worked with several regional and international institutions, including the International Monetary Fund. This is his first trip in his official capacity to Dominica, and we extend to him a very warm welcome to the Nature Isle. Of course, being from St. Lucia, I could say everything here in Patois and Creole, and he would certainly understand us. And of course, as we all know, Dominica continues to enjoy a very fruitful partnership with the CDB. Most recently, we saw the completion of rehabilitation works on the Grand Bay and Will Strathmore Stevens Primary School, with funding from the Government of Canada through the Caribbean Development Bank. This morning, and I can say to our citizens, I was very much fortified by the discussions we had at our meeting, a private meeting, and the vision which the new president has for the bank. I believe certainly he's no doubt aware of the dreams and aspirations and concerns of his membership, the Caribbean region, in respect to how we view the bank and how we believe the bank can certainly evolve in a very evolving global community. And I think if we're able to achieve even half of what the president has articulated, I believe it will place not only the bank, but it will place certainly the region in a very, very positive position. And of course, I want to say to us that we also spoke about some of the projects that are being overseen by the CDB. And there are two major projects with funding from the UK Caribbean Infrastructure Fund. And the funds will be administered by the CDB. The two projects are the rehabilitation of 11 kilometers of roadway between Loubaire Bridge and Grand Bay. Will be financed with grant funding of US $32.9 million from the government of the United Kingdom. And of course, government's contribution of $16.2 billion including a CDB loan of US $5.5 million. So the total cost of that phase of the project will be in the region of $132.6 million. So it's a major investment to improve communication, to improve access, to enhance safety for the road users between Loubaix and Grand Bay and Bacatel. So it's a major investment, and certainly it is topping the $127 million that we're currently spending on the east of Dominica with loan funds from the World Bank. And so we can appreciate the cost of infrastructure in Dominica. And so when people ask for a road, they usually don't speak about how much it will cost. And so it's important for us to share with you the cost of this. And as I said, one of the reasons why we had to contract a loan from the CDB had to do with the fact that there are certain components based on the design that would have to be left out, especially the bridge at Meacham. And so we had to contract a loan from the CDB, and we're very grateful to the CDB for making those funds available and making them available in a very quick fashion. And so we're very grateful for this. And of course, as we said, this will be the first phase of the Loubaix to Bacatel Road project. The first phase will include the construction of 52 culverts and 5 bridges, including the construction, as I said, of the bridge at Meacham. The procurement process for the road project is underway. Bids are to be submitted by April 26, 2022. And if all goes well, and we pray that all will go well, we anticipate an award of contract by June of 2022. The second project is also a UK grant of US $30.3 million. And the government and DOWASCO's contribution of $9.2 million will finance a major water project in this country. A total of EC $106.7 million will be spent on that particular intervention. And these monies came to us after the passage of Hurricane Maria. And we recognize as a government that our water system was severely exposed to elements, and the question is, how do we go about building greater resilience in our water system? And so in the event of a disaster, that the restoration could be much faster than otherwise. And so when the British came to offer us those funds, the government felt that it would be not in our interest to spend it across various sectors, but focus on one particular sector, and the water sector was identified. And they were able to send experts in there and to assist us in doing the reconnaissance and advising on the specific interventions, along with the engineers from DOWASCO itself. And so the water sector strategic development project, all designs have been completed, and the consultant has submitted tender documents for CDB's final review and approval. Tender documents are expected to be shared with the pre-qualified contractors during the first week of May 2022, with award of contracts projected by August 2022, and with physical works commencing by September 2022. And of course, all works are projected to be completed by December 2023. The water projects being implemented are West Coast, Cooley Bay Street,